Hello, everyone. Let me just make sure I can see your chats. Or no, this is I did it the last time. This will work. All right. Let me just get the critter show up. Come on, Critter. I have a lot of faith in you. Oh, here we go. All right. So let me just make sure the music isn't too loud. That should be good. Okay, so today we're going to be doing environments for a region called Ozasis in our story. So it's a water-based place. So a lot of islands and all that. And that's honestly pretty much it that I can kind of summarize the place as. Just a lot of water and islands. So think like Raft or Subnautica, which are honestly two really good games that I want to play. I've watched people play them, but I want to play them myself. So we're going to be drawing boat houses in particular because people in Ozasis use boat houses as, you know, like their house because there's a lot of water. And instead, or not instead, they just use boat houses and they live in them. Because all the islands on Ozasis are taken up by birds, which are really mean and they kind of suck. They just inhabit the entire place. So we're doing that, and I'm also going to try to do the main character's house that they live in. But this might be a shorter stream because I do have to go somewhere. So let's hope we can get that done. I'm just going to start out with... Yeah, I think I'm going to start out with, like, some environments. I don't think that's a bad idea. What should I do? I have not thought this out. Oh yes, I'll do a house. Like those houses that are built off like stones. Or not stones, because that would mean they're like pebbles, but like small homes that can be found on rocks. So this is the water. Can you tell I'm not very good at backgrounds? Because you wait. I'm trying to do backgrounds. I swear. So then this is the house. They'll probably have quite a bit of ferns there, or whatever type of plant this is. I don't really know. I'm trying not to make it too detailed because, you know, I don't want to get too into the nitty gritty with this. So if these are the stairs, then the house, or not the house, the door would probably be... Where would the door be? That's a good question. I mean, it would be easy to just say the door's right here, but I feel like the door would be here. And then you'd have the door frame. And then, yeah. I feel like this is a bit too 2D. Or no, wait. I was doing good for a second. Get some more volume in here. And then I'll do the roof. Actually, because I'm thinking about the materials the roof would be made out of, like the house in general. Like, I could see this being made out of wood. Would the roof really be that classic, like, straw sort of thing? I don't really think so. Because the thing I have to keep in mind with Ozasis is that the people there have water abilities, so I'm sure there's a lot of, like, wear and tear, you know, like water damage. And then there's also the birds who have weather abilities. So I can see that clashing poorly if, because weather, not weather, like, that could be a lot of, like, water damage. So, and I don't think straw would necessarily last all that long in that sort of environment. I don't know what to do for the roof. Because I don't want it to be the classic, like, plant. Or maybe... Wait, I might be onto something here. Well, I mean, then we still have the same straw issue. But does it really have to be straw? It could be... There's a different material that a roof could be made out of, right? And then they could have a chimney here. I don't know what's with me and chimneys, but I love chimneys. Oh, hey! How you? Oops. Yeah, we're doing some world building, some environments for Ozasis right now. I really hope my music isn't too loud, because I can't tell. Because for me it's quiet, because I set it to that for my personal headphones, but I don't know what it is like for you guys as a viewer. Okay. I think this is coming along. I wonder if they would have beads. Like, you know those curtains on, like, in doorways? How do I explain this? Like, these little curtains that have beads on them. And I think that's kind of cool, but would it really make sense in the context of where this person lives? I don't know. I like it. I'm gonna indulge in it. Just this once. I feel like for this to make sense, the rock would have to extend a little back here. Because if the house is like a perfect square, right? You would need... Actually, I'm going to make this rock go a little here. So then... I don't know what this is. I think it would be like a plant place. But yeah, as I was trying to explain that, if this is where, if the house is a perfect square and it's on top of the rock, or it's like embedded into the rock, then the rock would have to be bigger than the house itself in some way, or else it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't have any integrity. Right? Like, that makes sense to me. Because then what is the house sitting on? Or, like, what is it being embedded into? So then this is the water here. This roof does not look right. Thinking about this, I wonder how much Subnautica is. I do want to play it one day. But there's also so many games I've bought, and I've played like a little bit of it, and then I stopped playing for whatever reason. Because whenever I play a game, I get like sucked into it. Like I'll turn it on, and then I'll play it for like the rest of the day. And then I just will never play it again because I just can't control myself. Like, I need to do other things in the day, but as soon as I turn the game on, I can't stop. It's like an actual problem. Because then how am I gonna play? And it's even worse when I play story games too, because I take the instructions at like face value. So I'll do the instructions exactly how they say it, even if that's not how it's supposed to be done, and I'll be stuck on that place for like an hour until I do, and then I'll randomly find out what I'm supposed to be doing, and it was like the easiest thing in the world. Like, I remember playing this game, and it was like, what was the quest? It was like, go and collect the car, because it was like a garage. So and there was people guarding the garage, so I was like, okay, I'm going to go in and ambush these people, like straight on, head on. And I went in like blazing for whatever reason, and got like everyone on me. I died. I wasted like 30 minutes. I got arrested, and then I spent, or no, this wouldn't be that. It would, and then I got arrested. I lost money. It was horrible. Then I realized that, wait, I can sneak attack people. I can go from behind. Why didn't I do that initially? And then I did it, and it was the easiest quest ever, because all I had to do was just walk behind the guy, tackle him, and then get in the car and drive off, and they wouldn't have known anything. It's like, what was I doing? I wasted like an hour on that. It was sad. I don't know. I'm just not a story person, obviously, because I have no clue what I'm doing. When it comes to Minecraft, though, I can play it. because it's like a sandbox game. I can do whatever I want, so there's no wrong answer. which is what I like. I know Terraria is a story box game, but when I played it, it was so confusing. Or is Terraria a sandbox game? I honestly don't know, but when I played it, it was so, I don't know, there was like a million things to do, and I was getting overwhelmed. It was a bad time. I didn't understand it. Now I kind of want to Google that. Is Terraria a sandbox game? I am unsure. I only played it like 2 times, maybe. And I spent like a good $10 on that game too, so I'm a bit mad because I could have gotten Stardew Valley, which I've heard is pretty good. I've heard mixed responses about that game. But I remember playing it back in like 2019, I think. And no, yeah. And I was like, oh my god, this game is so good. Like, just in its early release. So I got it for free on the App Store. And I played it, and it was really good. And then I deleted it for whatever reason. And now I will forever mourn that because I could have just kept the game. I never had to. Well, I mean, I would probably have to pay for it at some point, but it's still the thought that counts. I was trying to cheat the system. I was one of the OG Stardew Valley players. I can say that. I really want to play it now, though. Maybe I will someday. I kind of messed this up, but let's just say this is the practice round. Okay. Yeah, let's just say this is practice, alright? Because I totally messed that one up. But it's fine. I have a better idea of what I'm doing now. Well, I did have an idea what I was doing, but I didn't warm up. So that is definitely my B. But let me look at some past stuff. Well, obviously this wouldn't. I do like this beach. And then these giant coconuts. Maybe I could do a sort of thing where you're coming up on the horizon, you can see there's a beach. Or no, an island. Okay, so this is water. And then there would be a giant island. Or no, it wouldn't be giant because it's like, you get what I mean. It's far away. Well, now I'm thinking the horizon line would be a little bigger. Or not bigger, higher up. So let me do that. Why is my thing? But here we go. And then let me make this a little bigger. There'd be homes that the birds took over. That's real sad. Imagine you've been traveling for who knows how long, and you finally find a place and it's just taken over by birds. Because I can see Ozasis being a very big place. So to just find that your entire your home is just taken up by these random people is crazy. It's crazy, but it's not unrealistic. Which is a bit depressing. I wonder if there book houses. Trying to make this make sense. So this is a boat. Wait, no, you can't be perfectly sideways. Yeah, okay. This makes sense. Now, going to add... The one thing I do need to figure out is how to add individuality to the boats. Like, give them their own personality, you know? I did have the idea of letting the boats have, like, solar panels on them, or, like, double layers, like, stories. Which I think would be cool because I have seen actual boat houses with 2 stories. Boat houses probably have motors on them. I've never actually Googled that, but I'm sure they do. Because they probably aren't like... I am like 50% sure boat houses have motors to move. So I'm just referencing from this boat house that I drew here for practice probably a week or so, not a week or so, a few weeks ago. Or like a month ago, it was a while ago since I made that. And here, definitely not perfect, but that's alright. Here. And I feel like it looks like a piece of paper, which is definitely not what I was going for. But this can pass. Let me just add its... And then the frills, because I envision that to be some sort of, what's it called? Iron? Maybe? Like scraps that the roof is made out of. Okay, I won't go too detailed with this boat, because I still have the other boat. I'm gonna try something new with this boat. I'm gonna try the solar panel idea, and then I'm gonna make another thing with it. Okay. If this boathouse has a solar panel on it, I'm assuming its, like, deck is a bit bulkier, because you have to, like... Or no, maybe it's 2 stories. That's why it needs to be bigger. That makes more sense to me. Is I want to make these boats different from each other, but still have the same, like, intent. Plus, I have to give them some sort of a unique silhouette, because they can't all look the same. Then that would just be boring. Maybe the roof can be slanted, like it's going this way, and then that's where the, or no, let me just do that the other way so we can. So the roof is slanted, but that's where the solar panel would be, right? So it's slanted this way, and then it's straight that way. So this is the solar panel side. Do you guys have solar panels? I think they're starting to be kind of common, but I've never seen people have actual solar panels on their roofs or like seen them in real life. Like I can't recall seeing a solar panel in real life. Like I've seen pictures and videos, but I've never seen one like in my town. Maybe they just haven't spread here yet. Because I'm pretty sure they're still expensive. Like, they're not that accessible yet. Like, the smaller ones, yeah. But, like, if you're trying to get it, like, installed in your house, it's gonna be a pretty penny, you know? Ugh. I keep doing that. My quick dropper tool is control, and I keep pressing control. I just did that again. I keep pressing control on my keyboard and accidentally color dropping white or gray. It might be slow my process down, but it being there is so much easier than having to go all the way down here and press the color drop icon. I hate doing that for any brush. Okay, I'm actually kind of liking this. It's kind of slanted, so let me just fix that real quick. I'm still getting used to drawing these, but I've found that just using a square as a base is really helpful because all of the houses, like houses are kind of just giant boxes when you really think about it. Like in game design, people usually use just boxes. Or I mean, that's what I've kind of seen, but why not add another solar panel here? Because I would assume this house is solely solar panel run. So they run off lights or whatever. Don't want to get too cozy, but I thought of adding a balcony just now because it would look cool, but it would also not make sense. Could you add a balcony on a boathouse? I feel like that would like disturb the balance or whatever, because don't you need to have like a balance of weight on a boat, or else you're gonna tip over, or it's just gonna sink. That's what I mean. Okay, I think we kind of cooked with this boathouse, I'm not gonna lie. So then this is like a giant window. I've been trying to learn to draw other windows that aren't just like the classic four lines, but it's a power struggle for me. Because what do you mean, no 4-line boats? Those are peak. This actually might not be a bad house for the main characters to live in, because like I can see them being in this sort of house. And then they have a back door, because they're rich like that. Or no, this is like a sliding door. Oh yeah, this boat looks sick. Solar panels dripped out. And then you've got the water. I really need to find more tips on how to draw water because I feel like I'm not doing it to my full potential, my full capacity. Yeah, I don't think there would be bubbles here because if you're moving, because I was thinking like the water's bubbling there, but now that I'm doing it, I don't think so. Okay, yeah. This looks good. This makes sense to me. Hold on. Okay. So, wait. Yeah. That's weird. It said my mic was muted, so I just assumed it was cute. Anyway, I thought my thing was muted for a second. Yeah, this looks good. I feel like the boats would actually be bigger in the frame, though. That's an easy fix. Easy fix when you're... This boat can be further away, though. I think that would make it interesting. And I cut off half the thing off. I feel like this island is a bit too big for what I'm trying to show that they're going into it. Is the boat? Yeah. Just had to compare the size real quick. Yeah, yeah, this looks good. And then maybe there even is like boats here already. Just like docked up, or not docked up, but they're already kind of there. Oh yeah, this is peak, and then I'm gonna add the clouds. It's just like a finishing thing. There we go. Yeah, this is good. I wonder. I mean, obviously these concepts are a bit old now. But in this concept, they were living in a rock, sort of. Yeah, it was a rock. I wonder if that would still be true now. I might save this. That's not a bad idea. And then these were prisons, but it's kind of a bit janky. And then you have this giant palm tree that is like 30 feet tall. And I like this. This is a coconut. It's the fruit it makes. I feel like that plant would still be featured. And I just realized I drew on the wrong layer. That's all right. I'll just combine those and we'll be good. I'm trying to think of the things I've watched recently that reminds me. Oh yeah, I keep getting those like golden. Why does the selection keep disappearing? I keep getting those like golden Labubu memes. Labubu. Whatever that lady was doing, she was doing something with that Labubu, and a lot of discourse surrounding it. It's consumerism, all of that, and then people are like memeing on it. And honestly, yeah, like I don't see the appeal in the Labubu. Like I saw some of the old art, and it was kind of sad to me because there was so much soul in them. Like I loved the old art from the Labubus, and then I see the actual toy or whatever that thing's supposed to be, and it's like, what are we doing? Because it didn't translate well, and that kind of makes me sad. Maybe the sky shouldn't be that, and instead the clouds should be lighter. I think that makes sense. But yeah, it just makes me sad how the is translated like that. But hey, what are you gonna do? And honestly, I saw some girl in my class have one, and yeah, seeing it in person, I don't get the appeal. They're just I haven't seen the price, but I can already assume that they're crazy overpriced and not worth it. I don't even know what they're supposed to be. That's like that's a very good that's a good place to start off. Like what are they supposed to look like or something? Like what type of creature are whatever. Just that anyway. Even if it doesn't look that good, but then I'll just add this. It would definitely be lighter. Yeah, this looks decent to me. Oops. And there would definitely be some shine on these things. They would be light. Alright, cool. Oh, wait. Almost forgot to color these in. That's why I left them empty. And then I can actually add more. Yeah, there we go. Now let me just merge these two layers. Made this brush too big. Okay, yeah. I kind of messed this boat up, but yeah, that didn't make it any better. But it's alright, it's alright. Let me actually start making their house that the characters live in. Well, 4 of them, because there's Opal, Trix, and Nova and Aster. But honestly, I don't know how their living thing would necessarily work, if I'm being honest, because Opal and Trix work as like shipment people for Aversia, which are the birds who inhabit Ozasis, like their islands, and they're like an entire empire. They have control over them, over Ozasis, which is why they inhabit Ozasis, because they kind of own it, you know. And so there's a lot of packaging that happens because they have to carry the items, like shipments and all that, like whenever people order things, all the way to Aversia with boats, which is why I emphasized people living in boats. But then I was like, I'm gonna make Opal be a sort of manager in a way, like they will for a specific shipping company. So they like look over all the shipments. So they plan where they go. And then Trix would kind of, I forgot what they did. Like they're called a shipper, so they package the things. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. So they package the things, and then Nova kind of has a little intern job. Like she's kind of just like your UPS worker. That's basically what she does. And of course, she hates that job because then she has to interact with all these meat birds who are like total pricks. So it's basically like the off-brand version of Amazon, but like in Omniseller. I feel like there would be like a sort of rival to them, like to the company that Opal and Trix work for. That would be interesting. But I'm not completely sure. I love this boat that I made way too much. I'm going to try and make it work for their house, because if there's 4 of them, their house has to be pretty big. And if they're working for a shipping company, they've got it a little good, you know? Because shipping is a pretty big job for them there. Because obviously, I mean, there's flight, like the birds can also do shipping there. Well, maybe that could be the rival. So there's a shipping through the water, and there's shipping through air. And they're against each other. You know, like 2 companies that are basically doing the same thing. So then the benefits of the company that Opal and Trix work for could be like, oh yeah, we ship your stuff directly to you, like DoorDash, while the flight company can't because, I don't know, insert reason. And that's what makes them a competitor. Competitor. I'm stuttering. Nova would live up at the top. Like, her room would be at the top of this place. Solar panels definitely don't double as windows. Like, I just thought of that, and it's like, that's definitely not how it works, if anything. I made this bottom half way too small. So, let me just fix that. I made that way too long. It is okay. I do find using, now that I think about the whole Labubu thing, I do find using TikTok way more annoying than I used to because of how people act on there now. Like, I don't know what's in the air, but I feel like people have gotten kind of more hateful, if that's even possible in this time, in the world we live in right now. But I can definitely feel it every scroll, because there's always somebody saying like, oh, this was never funny, I never found that funny. And then it's like we're speed running all our memes, nothing's funny, and then there's these giant hate waves, and people are just like angry all the time on there. It's really sad. I don't know, like, you just can't catch a vibe on that app because there's always somebody hating. And then there's like, you're lucky I'm on what's it called, warning. It's like, bro, like, why can't we just not? Like, I can understand being passionate about something and making your point. Like, you can make your point and have your opinions. It's just like, why are we spreading so much hate, like, all the time? And then it's like, oh, this was never funny, and then suddenly nothing was ever funny, and there's like a wave of people saying, oh, finally there's insert whatever hate. The world is healing. Oh my, and it's just, bro, like, come on. And then I saw somebody say, oh, finally the Squidward yell isn't funny, and it's like, the Squidward yell has been here for a while, man. Like, what are we even talking about? And that's when I really got heated, because, like, SpongeBob is my life. SpongeBob is my go-to. It's like, what are we talking about here? Because Squidward has been funny. He's like the most funniest guy ever. Lower than Patrick, but I feel like Patrick started to lose his charm after the writers started to kind of forget who he was as a character, and then made him like a really bad friend, which kind of irritated me. Because, like, I remember watching that episode of SpongeBob where it was like no SpongeBob day and everybody left him, and it was like all of his friends. It's like, man, that is insane. And even Patrick was on there, and he was just nonchalant about it while SpongeBob was crying, and it's like, bro, like, I can't get behind that. Like, I don't know what fueled the writers to do my guy SpongeBob like that, but he needed justice. He needs justice. We need like a no. I think right after that there was no Patrick's Day too. Like, it was I think I remember. Man, I need all the SpongeBob episodes on DVD, but I can't find them for like the life of me. They'll show up. I have the SpongeBob movie on DVD though, which is really good because the SpongeBob movie is hilarious. I love the SpongeBob movie. I'm gonna add the same little roof thing as here. Because I think it just adds more personality. Should I try the balcony? I feel like it's possible. It's possible. I know it is. I mean, it might go past the laws of physics, but who cares? Like, there's literal magic in the series. I can let this pass. Just this once. I don't like to pull the, oh, it's a fantasy series, like, for too many things, because then it's like, I'm just cutting corners. But for this, it's like, there's a way. You know, like, they've definitely found a way to engineer it. There's supports. Or no, that's not how deck supports work. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. And then you have the railing here. Yeah, they're living lavish. I mean, they have to have a pretty big house. Because I'd assume Trix kind of works here a little bit. So they're going... It's kind of a work from home sort of thing, but their home is a moving home. So... Get it? It's like a play on working from home. So that's why I said at the beginning when I started this, like, I don't know if... Or did I say that? But I had the thought. I don't know if Trix... Or not Trix. Opal would all... Oh my god, my voice cracked. If Opal would always be in the house. Because she's a manager, so she would probably be, like... where the company is stationed, so she wouldn't be like as portable as Trix, who has to package all these things. I think we're cooking. I think we're cooking, guys. Let me know if you have any ideas for this, because I kind of don't know what personal touches I could add to this house. This build. I feel like I'm making like a Sims house. I need to play The Sims. I honestly love The Sims. I get like encapsulated. Like, whenever I play the game, I play for like 8 hours. That's why I said I have a problem. I start playing a game and suddenly time skips. time skips, and now it's been like 3 hours. That with that and art, whenever I draw, it's like a time glitch. Like if I want to skip time and just not do whatever I need to do, I'll just start drawing, and then suddenly it's been like 3 hours. I haven't eaten anything, and all is well. Well, not all is well, because then as soon as I'm like, wait, I haven't eaten anything all day, my head starts hurting, and that's a whole different problem. But yeah, don't follow me. Don't do that. You eat your meals on time. Frame to window. Hello? I was going to add a window here, but I just don't feel like it. Like, I'm not feeling that vibe anymore, so I'm just going to make it wood. Actually, I'm kind of feeling like this roof wouldn't be so tall. Or high. Wait, I'm seeing a vision. It's kind of a bed. Wait, maybe not. Hold on. If it's not, I can just reverse it. Yeah, I think I like this. Then just a straight point. Which wasn't bad, I just kind of wanted to try something different. I would want to live here. You know, minus like the motion sickness and boat sickness or whatever. Those are like the same thing, I think. Let me redo this panel. So this house is made out of like wood, and I forgot the other material name, but like the roof is metal. Put a door there. Oh man. And would they still have a chimney though? Because that just came into mind. Should I add a chimney? I feel like Trix would garden in her free time. Because if she's always in this boathouse, she would definitely pick up some gardening. And they are friends with the Hoobie, so I feel like he would kind of give them flowers, since a Hoobie is a guy that makes... He's the flower guy. He makes flowers, and his powers are literally surrounded by plants and all that. I don't think this looks half bad. Hey, yeah. Let me just add some 3D to this so it doesn't look like a giant cube. Yeah, this looks not half bad. We have a giant window here. I'm still on the fence about the chimney idea, though. If I should add another one. I am a bit of an idiot, though, because I kind of merged these two, so now I have to... It's fine. It's not that big of a detail for me to erase. I rather have the bigger house drawing show than that small... Oh wait, that was the railing. Okay, yeah, that was... I could have probably done that a different way, but it's fine. Trying to fix this roof because it doesn't look right, or at least this half doesn't. Like, it looks too muddy for me to understand what's supposed to be going on. Yeah, I think I need to use this line tool. Then, wait. I'm just looking at how I did this the other time. Yeah, this isn't low. I mean, it can pass, I guess. You know those things that spin at the top of houses that are kind of like in the countryside? Those I'm thinking. And they usually have like 10 on them. I really don't think that's what they look like, but I don't know the name, so I don't know how I'd search that up. Yeah, I love this. I feel like there's some more personality that could be added to this, but other than that, the structure is there. You can see the vision, the idea. So that's where the main characters live. Let's see if I can draw a quick floor plan sort of thing, like a bird's eye view maybe. Or yeah, a floor plan, because I have no clue. The inside of boathouses are like a struggle in and of itself. I think I need to start. I'll probably start streaming earlier just for summer because there's a lot of things that I have to do in the evenings, and my streams keep getting cut short because I have those things in the evenings. So it might be that, wait, this isn't making sense. Because it might be that I'll have to start streaming early, but it's like my sleep schedule is so bad because right now I wake up at like 1 o'clock in the evening. I basically start my day at 12. And then I end my day at like 3 a.m. Which I didn't intend to start doing, but now I literally can't stop. Like, I tried to go to sleep earlier, but I just can't. Like, I don't feel tired. It's way too hot here, too. I need to figure it out. So this is like the outer layer. This is what's keeping the house afloat. This is that thin. I did do a floor plan like one time, but it was kind of bad. Because I did it for the Pride comic. And from then, my eyes have been open. Because floor plans aren't that bad. They're surprisingly useful. So I would, if you're making a house or you're making a comic that has where you are inside a building, I would make a floor plan of it so you can get an understanding of where your characters are, so you can keep them consistent from frame to frame. Or there's this technique where you flatten the floor plan and then you just build up from that, so it's like 3D. I haven't done that yet, but... Or no, I think I did it once, but... Not for the thing I'm talking about. Okay, let me think. I suck at building houses. Like, I've never been good at it. I've played so many games where I build houses, Bloxburg, Sims, Minecraft, but I always suck at the interior. Because this needs to be a 3-bedroom house. So I have to think logically here. Okay, and there's a door here. Or no. Down here, there's a door. But I kind of made it bad because the balcony's right underneath the door. I feel like I did this wrong because there should be... Oh yes, I know how to do this now. I should have a separate layer for when I add the second story, so that way I can do the floor plan for the first story, and then I can do the second story. So there's a door here. I think, how do they show doors in floor plans? I think it's like this. There's a door here, and there's a door on the other side where you enter. That's the front door. So that's the front door, and then this should be the living room. And then the kitchen's kind of over here. So I'm thinking about, I'm basing it off my house. Like, I'm loosely basing it off how my floor plan is. So you open the door and the couch is here. And whatever TV. Or no. The couch should be facing the other way. Wait, hold on. I need to delete this. Maybe this isn't flat in the center. So it's a little off to the side. That makes it easier for me. So then the TV's here. There's another chair too. And then, wait. Floor plans are hard. But I know this will help me sometime in the future. I don't know when, but I know it'll help soon. Or later. Sooner or later. So yeah, that's the living room. And then this would be where the kitchen is. Or wait, no. The kitchen would be like here. And then you could have, because there's a window here. Oh wait, no, that's how you show doors. That just reminded me. I think, yeah. I don't know. I'm not an architecture person, so I just kind of saw a bunch of floor plans and then just went with it. Went with it. So this is the door. This is the kitchen. Well, where would the rooms be? Maybe it's kind of like an elevated thing. So then here it's kind of like a desk, maybe. Maybe this is the actor's area. And then you have her, her bed. And then that's the kitchen. And then obviously you're gonna need stairs. But I think the stairs can... Or would there be stairs? Because, like, can't you just... Wait. I was gonna say, can't there just be a ladder? It could be. Then you have stairs there. But where would be the main bedroom? Or the bathroom? Those are two good questions here. I think I need to look at a boathouse floor. That would be very useful. Because this isn't making much sense. I think the kitchen and the living room being where they are is fine. But everything else is like, what is going on? Because, like, where is the bathroom? Hmm. I have no clue, honestly. But I am actually going to cut stream here because I need to go eat since I'm going somewhere. So I'm gonna figure out this floor plan so we can pick it up on Wednesday, and I will stream earlier so we can get the full 3 hours in. Or, yeah. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday, and thank you for watching. I will hopefully have something to post.